Hi friends, today I'm going to read Show Me Community Helpers. And it's going to be about just people who work in our community and what they do. Okay, get to know community helpers. Community helpers are found all around us. They work in hospitals to keep people safe and healthy. They work in schools and libraries to help people learn new things. They grow food and fix things to help serve people's daily needs. Community helpers work to help others every day. So let's see, what is a community? A community is a group of people who live in the same place. It could be a city, town, or neighborhood. So we all go to the same school. So we're the MAC community, Montessori Academy of Chicago community, because we all belong in the same school. And then you have the West Loop community, who all people who live in the West Loop. It says emergency helpers. It says emergency helpers are workers who help keep people safe from harm. Police officers, firefighters, EMTs are emergency helpers. So what's the number to call when you are needed an emergency? Is 911. 911 is a telephone number people should call for help in an emergency. We have medical helpers. Medical helpers are workers who help people healthy, like doctors, nurses, and dentists, and a lot of other medical helpers who help with machines and paperwork. There's so many people who help in the medical field, and we just want to say thank you to all those helpers. Then we have educational helpers, workers who help people learn. Teachers, teachers' assistants, librarians are education helpers. And who else works in our school? We have our staff like who work in our kitchen, people who work at the front desk, people who are taking care of all the phones and working really hard at our school and help keeping the school nice and clean also. Then we have daily helpers, workers who help meet people's daily needs. We have farmers, construction workers, and electrical utility workers, and daily helpers. People who work at stores and restaurants are all daily helpers. Keeping people safe. We have police officers. Police officers, let's see what tools they have. They have a police car, and the car has a siren and a flashlight. And they also have a two-way radio, which my friends like to call a walkie-talkie. They wear a badge, and they have handcuffs to take the bad guys. Firefighters work to protect people's homes and businesses when a fire breaks out. Firefighters also teach people about fire safety. Now here's a fire station and a fire engine. Now, do you guys remember what's the difference between a fire truck and a fire engine? So the fire truck has the ladder on top. That's what we learned at the fire station. There's a fire hydrant. It's where the firemen put their water hose and then we'll get water. A fire extinguisher. Now you might have these at your house. We definitely have them at school. So if there's a fire ever, someone can help and take out the fire. There's a truck with a ladder, fireman's air tank to help them breathe. There's a fireman helmet. There's their fire suits. There's a hose on his shoulder, and there's an axe to break through things. Emergency medical technicians. Emergency medical technicians, also known as EMTs, are trained to treat patients at accident scenes and an ambulance. They respond to 911 calls, perform CPR, and treat serious wounds. So usually they come in an ambulance or a fire truck. They work in a group, and it's called a team. There's also a medical helicopter, so if someone's far away, maybe stuck somewhere that a car can't go to, a helicopter comes. A defibrillator, a medical tool used to start a person's heart. We have a stretcher, a splint, so when you have, to treat a broken bone, an IV bag. They perform CPR, so when someone stops breathing, they could help. It says, keeping people healthy. Doctors help people who are sick or hurt. They treat wounds, perform surgeries, and give up medicine to help the sick people feel better. Doctors work at a hospital or a clinic. They have a stethoscope around their neck. They wear scrubs to protect them. There's an otoscope, a tool used inside a person's ears. An ophthalmoscope, a tool to use, it examines a person's eyes. A scalpel, which is a small little knife. And when we go to the doctor, we're the patient who, just in case we're sick, and then the doctor takes care of us. And what the doctor's using here is called a tongue depressor. Can you guys say, ah? And sometimes if we get a cut, some of us have already had stitches. Some nurses practice giving people checkups. So they get checkups, they take your temperature, there's a needle and a syringe, a blood pressure. And then a pharmacist studies and prepares and sells medicine. Pharmacists work with doctors to give people medicine needed to get well. They tell people how to safely use their medicine. There's different types of medicines and labels. And when we get sick, sometimes we have to take medicine. Our parents take medicine, our grandparents take medicine. A dentist and a hygienist. Dentists and hygienists take care of people's teeth. They show them how to brush and floss. Hygienists clean teeth, and dentists fix people's teeth by filling in cavities. So there's a drill, there's an x-ray, which is a picture of the mouth. A cavity is what you get when you don't brush your teeth, especially when you eat lots of candy. So it's really important to brush, brush, brush. Plaque is a sticky substance that could build on a person's teeth. And then there's fluoride, is a mineral dentists apply to teeth to help prevent cavities. So then here we have a mouth mirror, a dental hook, we have floss, a polisher to polish the teeth, and a water syringe, and a saliva ejector. All to keep our mouth and teeth nice and clean and healthy. Then we have veterinarians. Veterinarians are doctors who take care of animals. They treat sick or injured pets. They take care of horses, cows, and other farm animals. Vets help keep animals healthy. So they give the dogs their shots. They keep them healthy from any little bugs that might crawl on them. And sometimes our pets need to use a neck cone to keep them from scratching or licking themselves or their cuts that they might have. Helping people learn. Teachers. Teachers help students learn to read, write, do math, and speak other languages. They prepare lessons, assign grades, and test students to see how much they are learning. So some kids get homework, tests, and grades, and lesson plans. In our school, we do a lot of work with our hands, and we sit down and we give lessons, and that's how we learn at our school. And we go on field trips, and they're going on a field trip to the fire station like we do too. Librarians. Librarians organize books, magazines, and other materials at the library. They help people find information from many places. They also plan story time and other activities. I love going to the library and getting all the different types of books I need. So there's sometimes we don't have to read a book. We could use an e-reader, or we could read books online. The school bus driver. School bus drivers drive students to school. They make sure students follow bus rules. They keep students safe by stopping traffic and following traffic laws. Serving people's needs. Farmers. Farmers grow plants and raise animals. Produce much to eat. They are livestock for farmers, crops farmers, dairy farmers, and poultry farmers. Tractor. Use farms such as cows, birds, and turkeys. Rations. They have workers. Sometimes the big storms down our lines use special equipment to repair the lines. Yeah, you ever notice that our lights off? It's a digger. Go to crane and post the whole digger. That's used to install the power poles. There's pole climbing gaffs, a power line. So utilities workers have a very dangerous job too. And that was it for our story, friends. I hope you enjoyed our story on our community helpers. All right, friends, goodbye.